everyone and welcome back.
Welcome back to Free as a Bird. It's been a while.
So we have been back in the UK for quite a few weeks now, maybe like 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. We've just been working and catching up with everything. So in a couple of weeks time we're going to be heading back to Europe, which we absolutely cannot wait for. Like, we've got a date set now when we know that we're going, so that's in a couple of weeks time.
Yeah, back to Spain. We need some sun. We kind of missed all the summer being in Norway last year. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting to Spain.
This week we have actually come for a little staycation in the UK. So we're actually in the Devon and Dorset area on the Jurassic Coast. So we're staying on a campsite which looks really, really nice, but we've not had a chance to properly explore yet. We've literally just got here and came straight out onto the beach. So
we've got a nice little pitch overlooking the cliff, so yeah, looks good.
So we will show you around in a little bit. So does anybody recognise these famous cliffs? So you might have noticed them on, if you watched the programme Broadchurch, which was like an ITV drama. And I literally remember watching it and thinking, oh, those cliffs look so nice. Like, I wonder where that is.
Yeah, we have been saying it to come here for years as well.
Yeah, and now we found it here. It's a place called West Bay, which is not too far from Bridport. So yeah, we actually recently also got a new drone, which we're really excited about. So you might, if you've watched our previous videos in Europe, you'll know that our last drone broke, unfortunately. We didn't crash it or anything, it was just like a connection issue with the drone and it stopped working. So we were not able to use it for ages in Europe, which was really, really annoying. So we managed to get that one replaced. And then we decided to upgrade anyway. So what's the drone we have now?
So we've got the Mini 3 Pro now. Yeah, so we had the Mini 2. Yeah, we've just upgraded to the Mini 3. It's just a little bit better. Better in the wind.
DJI?
Yeah, DJI, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just got a few more features. A little bit better. So yeah, DJI sent us a brand new one for the Mini 2. So we ended up just selling that, as it was still sealed and brand new then, so we got a bit more money for it.
Yeah.
And we just upgraded, so yeah, happy to get the drone back out.
Worked out well in the end, yes. And so now we're going to get the drone out and get a better look at these cliffs.
A significant light, just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead. Nobody is losing. Faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how we felt.
So obviously you have to have a pasty when you're in Devon and Cornwall. So what did you go for? Thai chicken, and mine was a vegan one. Spiced cauliflower and onion bhaji. What do you want?
Stop crying.
Does it smell nice? Oh, poor Lottie.
Sit. Good girl.
We've actually got a new addition in the van this time as well. We've got an air fryer, which is exciting. This is how boring we are now. We're like overly excited about having an air fryer. So it's just plugged in as normal at the moment. Well, it will be because we're hooked up to electricity at the campsite at the moment. But normally, if we were wild camping, we could still use it because we could just plug it into our EcoFlow, and we could use our inverter as well for it. So this will hopefully help us to save on gas as well, because it means we won't be relying on gas all the time to cook. So we can use a bit more electricity and use our solar power for that as well. So yeah, hopefully this will be a good addition for us.
So tonight we're trying jackfruit. I don't know if anybody else has tried it before. It's kind of like a pulled pork kind of thing. Vegan pulled pork.
I guess so.
So the main reason is for this is Kirsty has now found out she has got a gluten allergy, a milk allergy.
Yeah, so basically at the end of our time in Europe a few months ago, I was having like loads and loads of stomach issues, really bad like bloating and really bad stomach. So, and I thought it was something that I was eating, but I just didn't know what, because it just seemed to happen with like everything that I ate. So that was another like really good reason why we were coming back to the UK at the time that we were, because I really wanted to get that sorted and get a test. So I did a food intolerance and allergy test, and basically it came back with like so many intolerances and so many allergies. It was ridiculous. But yeah, the main ones being that now I have to go gluten-free and I have to go dairy-free. I have written a blog post actually about it. I might try and put a link on the screen or direct you to it on freeasabird.com, which just explains like where I did the test and the results and stuff like that, because it was actually really interesting. So if you are interested in that at all, you can go and check that out. Hot. Very hot.
Not for you.
Nice though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love air fryer chips.
They're so good, aren't they?
So nice.
Yeah, air fryer everything. But yeah, jackfruit, good. Quick and easy anyway.
I think so.
Good morning. The weather has changed today, so we've literally just spent the whole morning sat in bed doing work. The joys of this life, really.
Yes, definitely. Beats being in the office still.
yeah, definitely. So we've been doing loads of work since we've been off the last few weeks on Free as a Bird. I know we mentioned it briefly yesterday, but if you do go over and check it out, there's loads of guides on there. Oh, nearly slipped. There's loads of guides and helpful tips on van life and all the destinations we've been over the last year. We've tried to write loads of stuff, like van life Italy, van life Croatia, Norway. We've really tried to add a lot more content about where we've been, which just gives you a bit more of a helpful guide. So yes, that's freeasabird.com. And yeah, just if you could let us know in the comments what you think, we would really appreciate it. But today we're on a bit of a walk, depending on the weather.
Yeah, we'll see how far we get. It's supposed to be maybe like a couple of hours walk round trip, but the weather's been like really wet this morning, so I don't know if we'll make it that far or not.
We'll see.
We'll see how we get on. But basically we're supposed to be walking to a place called the Golden Cap, I think it's called, which is like the highest point on the Jurassic Coast. It's not high, it's only like 191 metres I think it was, but yeah, still the highest point on the Jurassic Coast, and probably higher than we've been in a long time.
Yeah.
We haven't really done any
no mountains, no nothing
anything recently, so
yeah, we'll see how far we get.
So we decided to give up on that.
It was ridiculous. It was so muddy, so slippy. so wet.
Ever so slightly. We made it like, I don't know if you can see that point up there. We made it just under that, and then we were like, no. The weather was horrible. It's so cold, so rainy, and we don't love doing stuff in weather like this.
No.
So this campsite has a leisure club on site, so it's got like a pool, sauna, steam room, so that sounds much more inviting on a day like today. So we're going to go and do that instead. Unfortunately, we can't film in there, so we can't show you what it's like, but
we'll try and do a little campsite tour. Or
we'll do a campsite tour. We'll show you around the campsite. Images off
their website as well.
Yeah, we'll show you around.
That's where I slipped over. It always seems to be me who slips over.
Get a little miss wet, Lottie. Let's get you in, miss.
You'll also notice I've got new glasses. So I was always switching between contacts and sunglasses. So I decided to get transition ones. They're a bit strange at the minute, aren't they? We're not quite sure if we like them or not.
So much better for driving,
so, loads better for driving, yeah. So if you notice my glasses changing colour, that's why.
And you look like you got sunglasses on in the rain.
Yeah, they look like I got sunglasses on when it's not sunny, that's why. Nice balancing.
So we were literally just saying how we just love being by the sea so much. Like, just instantly feel so much more chill and relaxed.
There's something about it, just looking at the waves, it's so much nicer. I don't know if it's because we actually live the furthest away from the sea in the middle of England, in like Leicester, Birmingham area. So we just never got to see the sea.
Well, we did, but not all the time.
Yeah, you just couldn't come for a stroll down the sea at night.
We never got to see the sea.
So hard done by.
Poor kids.
But yeah, just coming down at sunset, just walking Lottie on the beach, so nice. Especially it's a nice night tonight as well. Makes such a difference.
I would really like to live by the sea.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with his hair at the minute either. You'll have to.
You need a haircut.
I definitely need a haircut. It's a bit frizzy.
Like you've been electrocuted.
No, yeah. What is
my
going on with it? Yeah, it's an absolute mess at the minute.
On.
Yeah, it's because I've been wearing a hat all day to try and cover it up. Yeah, it's just getting worse the more I do to it.
So daft. She keeps herself entertained. So this whole field that we're in at the minute, which is absolutely huge, is the dog exercising field, which we thought was really cool. It's a really, really dog friendly campsite, which is so nice. But they've got all this space to run around in. We are parked just over there in the van. So we have this amazing view, which is just so nice.
This is what we mean by a view from the van. How nice is that?
Yeah, it is. Could be worse.
Definitely could be worse.
So the weather is horrible, but we're going to try and give you a quick campsite tour of where we've been staying for the past couple of days. So this is Highlands End Campsite in Dorset. Loads of like static caravans here as well. So
Static homes.
static homes. I don't know what they're called. Static caravans, static homes. I'm not sure. We were literally just saying yesterday though how we could definitely live in one of these now that we've lived in a van. So you've got like direct access to this beach as well, which is really, really nice. This is where we were the other day when we were filming on the beach. It's like literally a 5-minute walk down to the beach, and that's really good. I think this campsite is on, I think it's called the Southwest Coastal Path. So that's what we followed down to West Bay, where like the Broadchurch cliffs were. So there's plenty of like walking routes and stuff around here as well. When the weather's a bit nicer.
It's probably group day.
Yeah, you can probably hear it's really windy, so I'm sorry if this sounds really rubbish. So this campsite cost us, I think it was about £30 a night, somewhere around that, 30 to £33. I don't know if it would be more expensive in the summer or not, if that's just like an off-season price. I think it might be.
It's an off-season price. Any moto clubs, camping clubs,
No, we did ask.
or anything like that?
Because we did go to the caravan and motorhome show at the NEC a couple of weeks ago, which we didn't film anything of. But we did manage to pick up an AXI card whilst we were there at a discounted price, which was really good. So everywhere we go now, we're going to be checking if they have special AXI discounts. Got a spa shop on site, which is really good. We went in there yesterday, like we've got pretty much everything you need, and they've got a bar and restaurant on site as well, which we went to last night for dinner. We had fish and chips, gluten-free fish and chips, which was really good, and so that was nice. So yeah, they've also got the leisure club on site, which is not included unfortunately when you are camping on the pitches like we are, but I think if you stay in some of the other accommodation options, like maybe these holiday lodges or the pods, I'm not sure which ones, you might get it included, but it only costs £4.50 per person extra anyway, and that was to go in the swimming pool and the spa and the steam room and the sauna, which we did yesterday when the weather was rubbish, so that's nice as well and not too expensive. So we didn't even really bother to look at any wild camping spots for this week, because although we have been staying in the van at home, we've not been anywhere in it for weeks since we got back from Europe. So we thought we'll just make life easy for ourselves this week and stay on a couple of campsites. So I don't really know what wild camping is like in this area, or if it's even possible, but especially when the weather's rubbish like this, sometimes it's just a bit nicer to be on a campsite anyway. Good morning everyone. So yesterday when we got here we didn't film much because the weather was that really rubbish, so we were just in the van, we didn't really film much. But today the weather is so much better, it's actually not raining, so we're just walking down from the Durdle Door holiday park, which is where we're staying, which we'll show you around a bit later on.
Which is right next to it, it's literally like
right on site of Durdle Door, so we're just walking down to that now. It's quite a steep walk down.
Said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious.
Durdle Door, we've just climbed down to the beach. So Durdle Door is basically just like a limestone arch in the sea on the Jurassic Coast. It's like one of the most famous. Kind of weird. So yeah, it's basically just like a limestone rock arch in the sea, and it's really like one of the most probably one of the most famous like rock formations in the UK. Sea is very, very rough. It's just absolutely soaked a group of people just a bit further on the beach from it. You can see it crashing up against the arch there. It's really rough.
That's Durdle Door done. It's a really windy. We got the drone up, but I think hopefully, because we're staying literally on site, we'll have a walk down over the next couple of days to see if the weather improves.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get some drone footage.
Yeah.
But for now, we're heading on to Lulworth Cove, which I think should be about half an hour walk away. So head there next.
Nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to with you tonight.
That's lunch. Didn't film anything.
Forgot to film.
But we were sat there for 45 minutes waiting for food.
Forever.
It was
a ham and cheese sandwich, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was very, very long. I mean, we just ordered at the wrong time. It was only a small little cafe with like 6 or 7 tables, but I think 6 tables ordered just before us. So yeah, very annoying.
Now we've got to walk back up this steep hill after eating lunch, which is not fun.
Yeah, because it took so long, we just wanted to get out of there. I've not had time for my food to go down.
Forgot to tell you actually about something funny that happened this morning. So we let Lottie out to go for a wee in the morning. And she'll just go like right outside the van and come back in the door. And I think, well, Ryan let her out. I think he must have like turned around to do something while she was out there. And then she wasn't coming back in and we were calling her. I was thinking, where's she gone? So Ryan put his head out the van and she was sat outside the wrong van. Sat outside somebody else's van, like scratching on the door to let her in.
I felt so bad.
I think she must have.
What are you doing?
She just looked over like, oh, it's the wrong van. I think she must have lost her bearings or something and ended up at the wrong van. Are you silly now, Lottie? Hey! This is like the main car park for just parking to go and see Durdle Door. And our van is literally just over there, so you can see the holiday park is literally just right next to it. We got a really, really good deal here as well because they had a discount if you booked before a certain date online, so I think it only ended up being about £20 a night, which you can't really complain at. Oh yeah, we think it might be possibly an Axie campsite as well. We didn't ask because we'd already got the discount for booking early, but we think it might possibly be an Axie campsite. But yeah, we will show you around here a bit better a bit later on because it is a really nice campsite.
Stick. Really stick.
van now, but that was just a few quick clips just to show you what this campsite is like. So this is the Durdle Door holiday park, so it's literally like a 5-minute walk away from Durdle Door. It's right by it. As I said before, we got a really good online discount, so it was about £20 a night, but they've got like glamping pods here, they've got like holiday homes,
like little huts and chalets.
Yeah, so they've got some really cute accommodation, and then they've got really nice pictures. So you get we've got electricity included in that price, and then they've got a water tap on the pitch as well, which I always love. I always think that's a real bonus when you get a water tap on your pitch. It's so much easier,
especially when you're here for a few days.
Yeah.
And you don't have to move. Showers are really nice, toilet blocks, got a shop on site, pub. We ate in the restaurant last night, really nice meal, pool table and everything in there, cheap. It wasn't that expensive either, it was quite cheap. But yeah, all good points really.
But yeah, 2 good campsites here on the Jurassic Park that we've stayed at.
Yeah,
so we're happy with both of the ones that we picked. So that is it now. We're all packed up and we've left the Durdle Door holiday park, so we're going to be heading back home now. So it's been such a nice week on the Jurassic Coast. Like we said before, it's a part of England that neither of us have really explored much, so it's been really nice to see this new area for us, and definitely somewhere we'd like to come back when the weather's a bit nicer, because I think there's so much more to see. But yeah, for now it's time to go home. If you follow us on Instagram, then you will have seen that we have actually booked to go back onto the Eurotunnel to go back to Europe, which we're really excited about. We cannot wait for that. So we've literally only got a few days when we get back now to get fully prepared for going back to Europe, and then we'll be back on the road again. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so you can see all our new Europe videos that are going to be coming up really soon. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we cannot wait to get back on the road to Europe and bring you some more Vanlife Europe videos. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.